Okay, really quickly, in the CRM, um, in each pipeline for the deals section, there are automation rules. So you have these ways to view your the different deals in each pipeline. And then there's this option right here, which is automation rules, and you won't be able to edit it, but you'll be able to see it. And there will be rules that will like make tasks for you to do. I don't know if so. Some of the rules are more complicated for the purchasing and selling pipelines. Um, like here, there are a lot of things. Sometimes when I try to make a lot of conditions to the rules, it'll show this. Automation rules can only be configured in Workflow Designer. And you might not be able to view it in the Workflow Designer, but basically it's just a way to map out how everything will flow through in the different tasks that will be assigned. And these tasks will be assigned to the group responsible for that pipeline. So for purchasing, it'll go to the purchasing team, and then for selling, it'll go to the marketing and sales teams. And a few things to note. One is that this will these automation workflows will kick off a lot of tasks. So they'll create a lot of tasks when different things happen, and in each of these tasks, there might be a checklist of several things to do. So you need to open up each task before you check it as complete to make sure that you do everything in the checklist for the task. And another thing, reason to open up the task is we'll try to put instructions in each of the tasks or a link to an instruction video at least, so that way you can see how to do what's being asked. I know once you do the same task over and over again, you'll have it figured out, but initially that should be helpful. And the other thing, in addition to tasks, there may also be situations where there's something called a workflow, and I don't know why they have different names for different things, but a workflow will show up in your menu in the workflows section. And this is for things where like you need to say yes or no. So here we have this process going through, and at this point there's a decision to be made where you say yes or no. And if you say yes, it will trigger these events to happen, and if you say no, it'll trigger these events to happen. So in this case, I think this is asking for me to approve a deal. So initially what happens is someone wants to sell their property. There are a bunch of tasks assigned to look up the property, get a screenshot of the map of the property, and then to send that over for me to approve. And then I'll look at it, and if the property doesn't make sense, I'll say no, and it'll move the property into dead deal status. And if I do like the property, I'll say yes, and then it'll trigger more things to do to work on the property, and then move it into the next stage of the process. So and that's what the workflow is. It's just a thing where I have the option to approve something, and there might be workflows that will be assigned to you as well. So you'll just get a notification here, like this little one that lets you know there's one thing to do in the workflows section. And that'll let you know to come here and do this. And usually once you approve or do whatever is here in the workflow section, then the rest of the automated tasks will be triggered, and the process will keep moving forward. So that's basically it. That's how the automation rules work, and you can look at them. I think you probably will not be able to edit them, but it'll give you an idea of what's going to be required for each step. And then when you're on your task screen, all those rules will send you tasks, and you should try to, before you check off a task as complete, which would be here, you could check finish, or you can also check the box of the task and select an action and say complete. Before you do that, you should open it, and you should look through the task as well. And whenever you work on a task, make sure you are using the time tracker, just so we know how long it takes to get different things done. And you can also just do that by clicking this little guy right here. And that includes, like, if there are video instructions on how to do something. So if I had video instructions here, that would include watching the video and like everything involved with doing the task. Because if it's like really complicated and it takes forever to do, we should know that, so that we don't overwhelm you by giving you a whole bunch of really difficult tasks all at the same time. So anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful. If you have questions, leave them in the comments section below, and we'll try to answer. Thanks.